If you can get through that, you can get through anything, okay? And at that moment, I knew my life would change forever. Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because you've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, StarzTina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
The edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had them at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedy. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good. Yeah.
StarzTina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
Hello to you and also you. Welcome to the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. I am StarzTina, your host, and I am here Monday through Friday bringing you all the motivation, all of the inspiration, and lastly, the transformation. I have to do the transformation like a rainbow because rainbows are pretty beautiful and phenomenal, right? They are amazing, just like you. So for motivation, I always say it comes from the outside, right? Motivation for you, maybe watching me, you're up, you're like, yay, yay. For someone else, it may be watching a movie or listening to music. For me, it's definitely exercise. But it's great when you have that motivation, when I'm here, when that coach is there. But then when the person is gone, unfortunately, you lose the motivation. Yes, my friends, that is when the inspiration comes in. Inspiration comes from within your heart, your soul. It's just like, yummy. It's like, nummy, tummy. That is what I think of when I think of inspiration. For example, when it comes to being fit, people like Mary Massey, I'm messing up her name. She inspires me because I love the way she looks. She inspires me with her words, just keeping things simple. You have to figure out from within what's going to inspire you. And the reason is because that is where change lasts. It begins there. It's already started, but that's where it starts to stay, right? For example, being a inspirational, motivational, transformational speaker, for me, the inspiration comes from people like Tony Robbins, people like Les Brown, of course, my girl, Lisa Nichols. With that being said, let's just take a pause and listen to a video from Lisa, because as you know, every day we're listening to Lisa because she is my coach. I'm doing her 8-week program. I absolutely love it. I'm learning so many things. And it's incredible when you realize there's so much more, to what it is you want to do. You have to focus on one thing. So I'm going to hush so we can pause this video right here.
I love swimming. I swam for the Los Angeles Swim Stadium, which is where the 1984 Olympics were. So I can say I swam in the Olympics pool and I got it ready for all the Olympians. But I would come in last every single time. When you come in last, people treat you like you didn't try. and give your all. There is no good job. There's good job for second. There's good job for third. There's good job for fourth. There is nothing for last but an honorable mention. I would come in last, giving 150% of what I had. That was everything I had. And I was tired of coming in last. Decided I'm going to go to the safest place on the planet, which is my grandma's house. And I'm going to lay it out to my grandma. I'm quitting. Because then my grandmother can be on my side. When my parents are fussing at me, for quitting, my grandmother can go, leave that baby alone. When I went to my grandma and I said, I'm tired, and I give this long speech because I think I've always been a speaker. I'm ready to quit because no one says good job. No one says thank you for being on the team. Thank you for showing up. No one treats me like I trained every day like the other athletes. I'm just tired. I'm done. And so I got surprised because my grandmother said, sweetheart, sit down. And I was like, well, I got to sit down to quit. She said, you're young and you might not know this. She said, but you come from a long, long line of winners. And quitters never win. And winners never quit. And she commences to tell me how, and many people died on the slave ship, but my ancestors didn't. And they didn't because quitters never win.
Pause and go watch Lisa. Hit it, Renee! Pretty cool video, right? I have no idea what it was because this is a replay, but it's okay. I'm sure it was a great video. Today, as I mentioned, I bring you the motivation, I bring you the inspiration, and lastly, the transformation. And right now in my life, I'm going through a totally different transformation because I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but every 3 to 6 months, you change. It's not coming from me. It's coming from doctors, okay? You change. So it's very important that you realize who you are. And one way you can do this is by journaling. When you journal, you realize what you're feeling, what you're going through, and then you can go back through the journals maybe a week or 2 weeks or even a year ago. I'm like, wow, that's how I felt about that. So transformation begins with the motivation, with the inspiration, and then you start doing things to transform to be a better place. If you did not know, I'm a life, health, and I add on their business coach. And my specialty is I work with women that are over 40. People that I train, that I coach, that I work with, they usually struggle with having a lot of energy. Some of them struggle with getting rid of unwanted weight. Some of them struggle with pushing through traumas in their life. And a trauma is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. This is tough for some people, right? Those are the type of people that's what I specialize in. And they overcome that. I know I'm stumbling. It's like, what's going on with you, Tina? Hey, I'm here. I've also noticed that when people come through my program, they have more energy. And I like to leave people with life skills, not something for the moment, right? Because you can get a coach and they're training you and they're there. But then when they're gone, you forget everything, right? That's not me. I want to give you life lessons that you're going to use forever. Because guess what? Life is like this, right? It's ups, it's downs. It's like the clouds in the sky. It's like the ocean. You're always going to have ups when you get a certain age, when you meet certain people. So what I teach you, I want you to be able to use it for your entire life. But not only that, my friends, I want you to be a rock. I want you to be solid in everything that you're doing. I want you to be so confident. Nobody can shake you. And then I want to throw you across the ocean. Not the ocean, I'm sorry, a lake. What do you see? The ripple. I want to cause a ripple effect of wonderfulness, of amazingness, so the world can shift. That is my main vision. So if you're that person and you're stuck when it comes to getting rid of that excess weight because you just don't know what to do. If you're stuck in your feelings and you're just angry all the time and you're yelling all the time and trust me, I know, because I used to be there. All right. And today, as I was getting dressed and I was like, why do people scream? Because I used to scream a lot. Sometimes I do still scream, but not too often. But why do people scream? And I thought about it, like the way I used to wake up my children for school. Wake up, wake up. I'm screaming and I'm yelling. Sometimes I would even throw water on them. And I'm like, why would anyone ever do something that crazy? That's stupid. LaQuaya, I saw her on Instagram and she posted a video of her waking up her son and she was like touching his face and she's like, wake up, wake up. And I was like, oh, that is so beautiful. If I could turn back the hands of times, because normally I don't like to, change things, but that is definitely one thing that I would change is the way that I woke up my children, the way I talked to my children, if I'm being totally honest, because I'm not saying I was a horrible mom. I'm not saying that, but I did a lot of not so emotionally intelligent stuff. So if you do some things that aren't so emotionally intelligent, like screaming at your kids to wake up in the morning, screaming at them to do their homework, screaming at them to clean their room, stop. Amazon. No, I'm joking. Stop yelling and screaming because it's not going to really do anything. Like, first of all, you're going to hurt your throat. They're going to look at you. This is my daughter. She just looked at me. She looked at me. She had no facial expressions, and I'm here. Stop it, all right? So stop the screaming, stop it, and change your habits, which gets us into today's topic. It's inspired from a book, Atomic Habits. I love it, love it, love it. I'm learning so much. I'm telling you guys, I love reading. I decided to make our learning club group, and you can join every 2 weeks. So for the end of this month, for the past 2 weeks of this month, it's all about atomic habits. And it's real. I mean, they really should have these sort of books in school, like regular school, not college, because they may have them in college. But he talks about one thing that made me think of something. He's like, the habits, like when you leave the house, I don't know if anyone here ever forgets their car keys, forgets their phone, forgets their wallet, and you're like, in and out. And you're going in and out the house, in and out, in and out. When you just could, like, he said, do like a check. And he said they do this for trains, and it really helps with the safety. For example, I don't work for the train line or whatever, but he was saying they had this call and repeat or call rep or something like that, where before the train actually leaves, they look out to make sure no one's out there, and they say something and go. And they said it took like 5 to 10 seconds or something, actually, a little moment to do this call and repeat check. It's like, 1, 2, look, whatever. And a certain place did this, and it actually saved someone's life. The train doors had shut, and a mom had stuck her arm out to grab her child, and the door shut. And her arm was actually stuck in the door. And then when the conductor looked down and did his call repeat, whatever you want to call it, he saw and he stopped the train. And the train never started. They opened the doors and she was able to pull her arm in, which saved her life. That's like a check that the train services do. And they do this in businesses. Why not do it with your life, right? So I want to invite you today to do this when you leave the house. What are some major things that you need? Phone is a definite. Keys to the car, a definite, and probably your wallet, right? So those 3 things, maybe you make that habit check of the day. Phone, car, keys. No, phone, keys, wallet. Phone, keys, wallet, purse, whatever. Just say 3 things. So every time you leave the house, okay, do I have my phone? Do I have my keys? Do I have my wallet? Check. I mean, you might want to add on like a water bottle because you always want to have your water. But these are habits that you can use every day to just focus on them, and then they're natural. Okay, so today I'm going to share 3 things with you to better your health. It's all about health and wellness. We want to live a healthy life, right? I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be 80, 90, 100 years old, I want to be able to move my body. I want to be able to move. And if you're not taking care of your health, you're not going to be able to do that. So the first thing you want to do, the tip I want to give you today is have better habits. Yes, yes. For example, if you already know that you don't drink a lot of water, put water in different areas of your house. Have water in your car, water in your wallet, wherever you go. If you know that you like to snack, have healthy snacks in the house. For example, you may buy apples and you put them at the bottom of the refrigerator, and then the next time you see them is when they're rotten. Not too good. Have a bowl of fruit on the table. I invite you to say, hey, would you like some candy? And give someone a bowl of berries. All right, because that's nature's candy, in my opinion. We don't need the Sour Patch Kids and the gummy bears. And oh my gosh, I remember how good they used to taste. But you can have a bowl of berries, some blueberries, some strawberries, and then here you go. It looks good. It feels good. So changing your habits, making better habits for yourself. And it's naturally going to be good for you to eat healthy, to eat clean. If you have a bowl of nuts in the counter, guess what? You're going to pick up the nuts. But if you have a bag of potato chips, Doritos, you're going to pick up those Doritos, right? So that's one habit you want to have better habits. Again, tap into that Atomic Habits book. It's going to change your life. The second tip, why do I write so messy, guys? What does this say? I don't even know what this says. Accessories, accessorize. Can you read that? Can you read that? I have no idea. So the second tip that I want to share with you in regards to having better health and regards to your better habits is having certain locations for what you're doing. For example, if you work from home, have one section for your office, your computer, your desk, where you go to bed. Where you go to bed, do not have a TV in your bedroom. I hate televisions in the bedroom. Your bedroom should be for two things. And I'm not going to mention the one thing it should be used for because, this is a PG rated show, but that reason. And then the second reason is to sleep, right? So make this space inviting for sleep. Maybe you get a diffuser. So when you walk in, it has a beautiful scent. Or maybe you have a candle of your favorite choice. Maybe you have a certain light, right? You could have a red light in the room, a blue light. I remember my Aunt Wendy, she used to always have a blue or red, no, I think it was a red light. I don't know. She had a colored light in her room. And as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so freaking cool. I thought it was cool to have a colored light. So have a colored light in your room. Maybe you do that. Maybe you have some Palo Santo, some crystals under your pillow, because certain crystals, just have each area designated for different things. For example, we eat in the kitchen. We wash up, brush our teeth in the bathroom. Have certain sections for certain things. This way you are focused on your habits. All right, when it comes to reading, maybe you have a prayer corner or closet or something like that. So this is where I pray. This is where I exercise. This is where I eat. Have different things set up in different areas so your mind automatically knows. When I walk into this room, I'm going to pray. When I walk to this section of my house, I'm going to eat. And same thing with your food. Make sure you have good habits out. If you have those cookies there, the Cookie Monster, the cookie jar, you're going to grab it. All right, because in this book, he was saying most people, they don't have good habits. They just have good I don't want to say good habits, but they set themselves up for success by these healthy habits. So for me, it's a little challenging now because, my sister has like cookies and Doritos and Cinnabons and all this stuff. But now I just kind of I walk by it. Actually, I add to it. I put my own little bowl of nuts there. But for you at home, you are in control of your life. Did you know that? You're in control of what you think. You're in control of what you see, what you smell, auditings, my friends. So make sure you're setting yourself up for success with all of your habits. So that is tip number 2, setting yourself up for success with having certain areas for your life. All right. If you're just tapping in today, I'm talking about 3 things you can do for a better life. First one, I said better habits. The second one, setting yourself up for success. And the third one, find an accountability partner. All right. For me, to be honest, my old pictures and old videos are accountable for me because I do the most. I tend to do the most. And it's very, very challenging to find someone. I'm not going to say who's at my level, but who has a mindset. I did find someone in my accountability group with Lisa Nichols. Jeanville is amazing. She is here with it, boom, boom. And sometimes I tend to do too much, I expect too much from people. And I have to realize that Tina does the most. I've got this, I'm going to say I am lucky that I've been gifted all this stuff in my head and I control it. When I say stuff, some people may say ADD, some people may say, whatever. But for me, it's my gift and I am in control of it. And I have to give myself self-medicine. So when it comes to accountability, figure out what that is for you. For me, I have to keep myself accountable with my morning rituals. And I realized today, I'm going to have to tell certain people to stop texting me early in the morning because yes, unless it's important, unless it's business, like if my Renee girl, she'll send me Tina post this. I love it. But if you're texting me to tell me you can't come to class, it's okay. I don't need to know. When you don't show up, I will know. You can text me later. And I say this because it makes your brain go somewhere else. If I'm up in the morning, the first thing I want to do, I want to pray. I want to meditate. I want to read my Bible. But if I get a text message, what am I going to do? I'm going to look at that text message. I know you're going to say, put your phone on silent, but I cannot do that because for me, I have to keep it on for my daughter. That's I must keep it there. So have an accountability partner with what it is that you want. And you need different accountability partners for different things. You may have someone to keep you accountable for finances. Something that he said in the book that I love. He was like, some habit changes things that you can do is you can say, for finances, I'm not going to If a purchase is over $100, I'm going to wait 24 hours to make a decision. Beautiful, right? If you know that you are forgetful, before you leave the house, you do a walk around to make sure, or your office, you do a walk around, or wherever you are. Did I leave anything here? Just setting yourself up for success. Visualizing the life that you want. Visualizing the person you want to be before you get there. You're just walking into it, right? And another thing, this is a great book, guys. It's a great book. Another thing he said, he was talking about, I forgot the person's name, but this person wanted to go to his daughter's wedding and he didn't have the money. So this person bought something from him so he could have the money. And he bought this beautiful robe. And then when he got home, he had this beautiful robe. And then he saw all his clothes and he was like, it doesn't quite match. Like this beautiful robe and then his regular clothes. And that right there had him upgrade his clothing and everything around him. And that's what you have to do sometimes. It is time for you to upgrade and start with little things. You know, maybe you start with a nice mirror. Maybe you start with a beautiful pair of earrings. I'm actually loving these earrings right here. My girlfriend went to Ghana. I don't know where the necklace is. It's probably somewhere. But, you know, upgrading one little thing at a time. And then eventually you just keep adding and adding and adding to it. So I hope today's lesson has brought some joy, some energy, something to your life. I am StarzTina. And as I come to the close of this episode, I just want you to realize one thing, all right? Sometimes you may be scared. Sometimes you may think you're not enough. Because I remember there was a point in my life where I thought I would never love again. I thought I would just give up on life. And we tend to put ourselves in this little bubble. We tend to withdraw from people. I don't know about you, but when I'm not in a so good mood, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to leave the house. And I know some people who don't even want to shower. But you have to realize you are not alone. I am here. Okay, I know I can't sing, but I love that song by Michael Jackson. Though we're far away, I don't know the words. Something, something, something. You're not alone. My friends, when you get that feeling in your heart, when you get that feeling and it feels like you're alone, you don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything, and you want to give up. Am I the only person that sometimes just wants to give up? It's like, why? Why am I getting this deal, God? You know, like you get the card dealt to you. That's when you have the double just trying to creep in your head. I want you to take a nice deep breath, stand strong, stand tall. Take that deep breath, and maybe you have to cry through the feelings, but just remember, God has got your back. He's got your back, he's got your front, he's got your whole everything, guys. He's got you. And then you start feeling the bubbles. Did you see that? I truly felt like really low for a hot second, but then I had to tap in, I had to grab that mustard seed and say, Tina, God's got you. So anything that I want, anything that you want, it is possible. Maybe you want to get married someday. I have so many friends that I know that want to get married, that want a man in their life, but they're going to lie to themselves and say, well, I don't want that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, girl. Nobody wants to wake up in the middle of the night to a cat, to a dog. I don't know about you, but I want something nice behind me at night. So you have to visualize it. You have to feel it. You have to walk towards it. You have to, first you got to fix yourself, all right? I can go on a whole nother tangent about that. That is my Tina's inspirational moment for the day. I want you to tap into your higher self, have some faith. I'm here Monday through Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll probably do another video for tomorrow too, because Thursday, which is today, I am in New York on my way to Ramon Ray's event, Entrepreneurs Conference. I'm so excited. Go to my social media so you can see all the funness, All right, guys, remember one thing. You are amazing. Peace. Out of bottle of hair grease. Bye.